Hello, and welcome to the virtual public involvement meeting for Project 5280-0301-71, the proposed improvements of Wisconsin Highway 113 in Dane County. This project is being led by Wisconsin DOT Project Manager David Schmidt and DOT Supervisor Carla Knorr. The DOT Project Engineer is Tim Campbell. Your input is a valuable part of our planning process, so please feel free to contact the project team with any questions or concerns. Their contact information will be shown on the final slide of this presentation. Additional information about the project can be found on the project website. This website will continue to be updated with the most recent information as the project progresses. Here is an overview of today's presentation. We will first show you where this project is located and explain why these proposed improvements are necessary. We will then provide an overview of our preliminary design plans and discuss the potential real estate and traffic impacts of the project. We will wrap up the presentation by reviewing the project schedule and providing our contact information. This project will take place on just under 3 miles of Wisconsin Highway 113, primarily in the town and village of Dane in Dane County. A small portion of this project will be in the town of Vienna to the east. The project limits will be between the intersections of County Highway P in the west and County Highway V in the east. Here is a closer look at the project limits highlighted in red. In the west, our project will match into the new County Highway P roundabout, being constructed in 2023. To the east, our project will end at the County Highway V intersection and match into the new pavement of Highway 113 coming north from Waunakee, planned for construction in 2023. The purpose of this project is to improve the safety, comfort, and longevity of the highway. This stretch of 113 is exhibiting extensive pavement cracking, as well as frayed edges, wheel path rutting, and deteriorating joints. These pavement failures are increasing both safety concerns and maintenance costs. If no action is taken, this roadway will eventually be unsafe to use and infeasible to maintain. Additionally, Highway 113 is intended to serve as a state bicycle route and should therefore have a consistent 5-foot paved shoulder for bicyclists. This project is also intended to update the curb ramps along 113 in the Village of Dane to meet the accessibility standards of the Americans with Disabilities Act. The curb ramps in the Village of Dane do not currently meet the standards of the ADA and therefore must be replaced. The preliminary design for this project contains several proposed improvements. Foremost is removing and replacing the existing 4.5 inches of pavement with 5 inches of fresh asphalt pavement. Between Clemens Road and County Highway V to the east, 3 inches of milled asphalt will be relaid below the new 5-inch pavement to increase the stability and longevity of the roadway base. Roadway cross-sections and geometry will be maintained as existing throughout, but some sections of paved shoulder will be widened by 1 to 3 feet in order to establish a consistent 5-foot paved shoulder for bicyclists. This newly laid roadway will have centerline and shoulder rumble strips, fresh pavement markings, and additional shoulder aggregate. As a part of this project, we will also be removing and replacing a dual culvert pipe underneath the roadway, near the County Highway V intersection. This culvert must be replaced due to age and inadequate drainage capacity of a relatively large catchment basin. Additionally, the curb ramps along Highway 113 in the Village of Dane will be removed and replaced by ramps that are compliant with the Americans with Disabilities Act. These new ramps will improve the accessibility of Dane's main street for all users. The Wisconsin Southern Railroad will be installing a new railroad crossing approach and signals at their tracks intersection with Wisconsin 113 in the Village of Dane. This work will be conducted as a part of our project under the total road closure. Lastly, the Village of Dane will be undergoing municipal utility updates as a part of this project. After the existing pavement has been removed, the village will remove and replace one or more of their aging utility lines prior to new paving operations. Shown here is a cross-section of the proposed roadway through the Village of Dane. Within the village limits, the existing 8-foot parking lanes will be maintained on both sides of the road, and all driveway aprons will be unchanged. A vast majority of sidewalk, curb, and gutter will be untouched in this project, except for small sections that will be replaced around the new curb ramps. The real estate impacts of this project will be minimal. 3 or 4 small permanent right-of-way acquisitions will be necessary in order to construct ADA-compliant curb ramps. These acquisitions are small wedges and corners of much larger parcels, such as the example seen here at the corner of 113 and North Street. In order to mitigate our construction impacts, temporary limited easements will be acquired at every curb ramp replacement, as well as around the culvert replacement site. The real estate section of WISDOT will develop and establish a plat for these acquisitions within a 2-year timeframe, following the approval of our preliminary design plans. The highway will be under a total road closure for the majority of construction operations in this project. The traffic management plan is still under development at this time, but a state highway detour will be established and local access will be maintained. The highway will be open with flagging operations when and where possible, as construction will be staged to limit the time of our total road closure. Residential, commercial, and agricultural access will be maintained throughout the entire project, and where sidewalks are closed for curb ramp construction, temporary pedestrian accommodations will be established. This project is currently scheduled to be constructed in 2027, but that date is advanceable to 2025 if funding becomes available. With 2025 construction being a real possibility, the final plans for this project are scheduled to be submitted in August of 2024. Before that, real estate will have 2 years to complete their acquisition process. The preliminary design plans and draft environmental document are therefore scheduled to be completed by the middle of this year. As the project continues to develop, updated information will be added to the project website, and a second public involvement meeting may be held. Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation and participate in our public involvement process. This slide contains the project team's contact info. Please do not hesitate to reach out with your questions or concerns. Thank you again, and have a nice day.